Hey guys, it's Ashley here again, and I'm going to be doing another book video, shocker. And this video is going to be in honor of Jenna Hamm's new release to her duology, now it's going to be a trilogy, which is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And she's coming up with the third installment called Forever and Always Laura Jean, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm going to be doing a guide to Jenny Han. So I'm just basically going to be showing all three of her book trilogies and say which one's good for you to get started with, what they're about, if you like them or not, because they're all pretty different. So I'll get started at the end. We'll talk more about the third installment of her To All the Boys I've Loved Before series. So let's get started. So the first book I had to talk about is To All the Boys. This is The Summer I Turned Pretty, and this is a trilogy, and it consists of the first one, The Summer I Turned Pretty, the second one, It's Not Summer Without You, and the third one, We'll Always Have Summer. So this trilogy is basically, it's a really beachy summer tone to it. It's a love triangle. Who doesn't love those? So basically, it's about this girl named Belly, and her brother and her mother go to Cousins Beach every summer. And at summers, the Cousins Beach lives the Fisher brothers and their mother. So the Fisher brothers are Conrad and Jeremiah. So it's them. They're the love triangle. Obviously, because the cover has. I'm thinking this one's Jeremiah and this one's Conrad, but. Or maybe that one. I think this one is because Jeremiah gets a lot of attention. Spoilers. So basically, this summer, Belly turned pretty. And she's always liked Conrad, but Conrad's never shown her that kind of attention before, with sisterly like that. But the summer she turns pretty, and it's a lot of conflict. Jeremiah has always liked her, but never really had the guts to tell her before. So this was the first Jenny Han book I read before, and it really got me started on liking her. So I definitely recommend it. The next series we have for her is kind of her revenge series. It's a lot about friendship, not too much romance, but always a little bit. And that is the Burn for Burn trilogy, which is co-written by Sibian Vivian, I think that's how you say it, and which consists of Burn for Burn as the first book, Fire with Fire as the second book, and Ashes to Ashes as the third book. So, Burn for Burn trilogy is a lot about revenge. It's really funny and it's really deep too. It's not like your little, how do you say, fluffy romance or a fluffy contemporary. It's a contemporary, but it's very deep. A lot with revenge. Like at the bottom here, it says, "Big girls don't cry, they get revenge," which happens at the bottom. Big girls don't cry, they get revenge. So they get even, not revenge. But I still like it a lot. So this is about three girls, Lilia, Kat, and Mary. And they all have been hurt by someone before. A bully, a friend, and an almost boyfriend. So they all work together to get revenge on all three of them. So they all work together. It's really good, and it just keeps on escalating, and I definitely recommend having all of the books with you, because they kind of do the cliffhangers a lot. So, definitely, this was the most recent I read to her, but it wasn't like recent. Definitely like it. It kind of was sad at the end, but it's pretty good. And finally, we have the duology slash trilogy, but it's not trilogy yet until spring 2017, which is To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and the second book, P.S. I Still Love You. Now, if you don't know, this book is about this girl, Laura Jean, and she writes love letters to boys to kind of not love them anymore, so she can not worry about impressing them or worried if they have the same stuff in common. She just writes to him. So one day her letters get sent out, but we don't know who they get sent out by. So she's dealing with who sent them out, and a couple of them she doesn't have to worry about. But then she keeps on having to come up with lies to cover up, so she won't be so awkward about what happened. I think. I don't know if I can tell you more than that if it's yeah. So really good. And this book, I can't really tell you much about it because where this leaves off, this picks it right back up. So I can't really tell you what this is about, but I definitely, this doesn't technically have a cliffhanger, but you still want to know what happens next. So I would recommend having the next book, obviously, in the series, always. So yeah, and now we're going to have a little discussion about this duology. So if you don't know, in spring 2017, the third installment of To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han comes out. And it's called Forever and Always Laura Jean. So I'm super excited, but I'm a little confused. So this is what it's about. I'm just going to get my thoughts out there about what I think is going to happen. So this is going to be spoilers for the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series. So if you haven't read them and you want to, definitely go read them and then come back and we can discuss what we think it's going to be about. And if you have read them and you want to hear my thoughts, then so not spoilers. So what I think is going to happen is since Peter and Laura Jean are finally together, I was maybe thinking that their John Ambrose McLaren could come in here and be like the love triangle. That could always happen. Or Peter and Laura Jean could break up and not even worry about the love triangle stuff and just go over to John Ambrose McLaren. But I really like Josh. I kind of was rooting for Josh and Laura Jean. Either if any three of them get together with her, I wouldn't really be mad. But then I'd kind of be really sad for the other boys. So that's the only problem I have is two other boys are going to get hurt. And Josh has already got hurt by Margot. Is that her name? Is that her sister's name? Her sister, whoever her sister is. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't know. I don't know. So I just can't wait to read it. It's a year away. So long. But I guess we can deal as long as I get it. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.